Hello, my name is Ryan, and I'm going to discuss 3 strategies to develop motivation in students in this short video. First one I'm going to talk about is called bridging. Bridging is understanding how students' ideas of the discipline differs from that of experts, and bridging that with an explanation and activities that bring them closer to the expert's understanding. An example I can think of this is students who are new to the study of history probably assume that it revolves around things like dates and timelines and names, memorization. But professional historians see the discipline completely differently, with an emphasis on evaluating historical sources and thinking critically about events and their causes. Addressing this disconnect early on in the semester can do a lot to prevent students from disengaging when expectations are not met. Second strategy I'll talk about is called scaffolding. Scaffolding similarly means addressing the gap between the skills and knowledge students need in order to succeed and the skills and knowledge they have when they start the course. For example, we might ask students to write a 5-page research paper and assume that they can do that as long as they understand the material. However, writing a paper really comprises a number of different subtasks, all of which the students have to have mastered in order to write a good paper. Things like finding and evaluating research sources, formulating a thesis, organizing and elaborating the supporting evidence, and revising for mechanics, just to name a few. Scaffolding a paper assignment means providing opportunities for students to practice and get feedback on all the component parts before turning in the final paper draft. This scaffolding, like the early and often approach, provides more opportunities for students to be successful, gives them the tools they need to be successful, and fights the cycle of procrastination and disengagement that sets in when they're left to sink or swim. An example of a scaffolding activity I did recently is I was taking a course on adult education, and the very first assignment I had to do was writing a short opinion editorial paper where I discussed my opinions on adult education. Really got me used to writing and to see what the teacher wanted, and I got some feedback on that, and got some experience and practice in this course that eventually we could build upon those skills, and I was able to participate and put together a group teaching week with my group. And the final strategy I'm going to talk about in this short video is called hooks. Hooks tie into intrinsic motivation by asking faculty to deliberately strategize what might pull students into material. In other words, what is it about the discipline that might appeal to the life experiences and interests of the typical music student? A musicology course, for example, might start by referencing students' own experience of music, what their preferences are, and what it is they like about certain performance. From there, it can lead into the formal analytical skills students need to develop in order to begin appreciating music the way a musicologist does. Another hook that is enormously popular in psychology is to use current and classical films as springboards for discussion about phenomena ranging from dreams, thinking of the movie Inception, to memory, the movie Memento, and even into mental illness from things like such as The Beautiful Mind. So picture what you're looking at there is my favorite band. It's a band called Raised Fist, and they're a Swedish punk band. I do talk about my musical preferences when I teach my students. I teach drumming students. Nothing as cool as Raised Fist, but I will mention them, we'll bring that into the discussion, and I will get their input on what kind of music they listen to, and then I can compare the music I'm teaching with what they already like, and that really hooks them into wanting to pay attention to what I'm teaching them. Okay, so that was 3 strategies that you can use to help motivate your students. Thank you.